Hey, we're going to get started shortly. I'd like to welcome everyone to Evadyne with Company, talk worth listening to. Always do my best to deliver talk worth listening to. And today we're going to talk about, I call it heaven on earth. It's about travel, it's about vacationing, it's about thinking positive and wanting the best for you and those that you love. You and those that you love. So we're going to get started. If you'd like to announce yourself, if you received an invitation or if you previously saw the recording and you like to comment on it, it's an open conversation that we're having. I am going to present something that I've come across that I feel is very valuable. And when I present it, it is not about what's in it for me, but what's in it for you. As a businesswoman, as a human, I should start with that first. As a human, as a businesswoman, as someone who really care about children and seniors, I feel the best thing we could do for each other is to empower one another and to positively explore all that life has to offer. I know I say that strangely, all that life has to offer. What could that possibly be? But it's really everything. I said something to someone today. It was those who live in concrete do not understand the power of dirt. And I said that when I was speaking about my first trip to the Poconos from New York City. When we came off of Route 80 and was making that right turn onto what used to be 209, and I looked out the window to my right and saw that rolling creek of clear, pristine rocks with some greenery coming back. Had not even arrived to the resort, but I knew I would be coming back because that look resonated with my spirit. That look, that pristine, beautiful, clear water rolling over those rocks resonated with my inner spirit. Though I was raised in the concrete of the city of New York, I appreciated that nature. And that was 1991. And I hope I explained it as if it was yesterday. Because that's what exposure will do. It will impact us and impact upon us what is available. So I thank you for listening to that part. I am Evadyne, and this is Evadyne with Company, talk worth listening to. This is a podcast on the Grown Folk Talking, Express Yourself, Progressive Podcast Network. My show is Mondays 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Following my show every Monday except the last Monday of the month at 7 p.m. is Slot Time, hosted by Star. And on the last Monday of the month, it's the King's Roundtable, hosted by Leon. So I'm here today to shed some good news, quote unquote, good news. And I really feel like if you receive the information, though you may not make a decision immediately, I am hoping that what I share with you is something that you will put on your bucket list, something that you may share with others, something that may bring you together with the people you care about when you're having dinner one day and you say, you know what, I was on this podcast, and this lady was talking about that. Because that's how things happen, right? Before you even know what a Volkswagen is, someone introduces you to it, then every time you turn around, you see a Volkswagen. That's the life of life. Once exposed, then you're there. It implants itself in your mind. I am grateful that I stay open to receive information. And I know I said I was going to speak about something that would benefit many people. It benefits everyone. So what I'm going to speak about today is something that benefits everyone, but not everyone knows how best to access it. Does that make sense? How best to access it. And again, heaven on earth. What does heaven on earth look like? It looks like, I always relate to the pictures of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and say that that's how we were supposed to live. We were supposed to live beautifully. We were supposed to be stress-free. And guess what? If that wasn't the truth of the original plan, I'd like to think that was the truth of the original plan, because that's what's promised for the future. But vacations and time away, it puts so much pleasure in your life that it very well can extend your life. It can, once again, bring family closer together. It can bring relationships closer together. It can expose you to, example, I'll pause, example. Someone told me yesterday that they drove down to Miami to help someone move. And when they arrived at the house, they walked through the house, in the backyard, banana trees, orange trees, peaches, a strawberry patch, and all you had to do is just pick it. Not off the shelf in the supermarket, not wrapped up in plastic, just reach up and take one. You would not know that unless you knew that it was possible that you could live and in your backyard have the option of going out and picking a piece of ripe, grown well fruit or a vegetable and partake. You would not know that if you were used to going to the supermarket, picking it, squeezing it, making sure it's okay, smelling it if you know how to smell for ripeness, and then going to the register, paying for it, getting it home, washing it, cutting it. You would not know that there are some people, and maybe even right in your neighborhood, that's growing fresh fruits, produce, just for the picking. This person was, and this happened with them about 6 years ago as they were relating it to me, but you could just see the joy in his eyes and remembering that experience. That goes back to exposure again, right? We need exposure. We need options for better living. And in all of that, it's about doing it and saving money while doing it. Now, somebody would say saving money. I think first we need to have money. Well, that comes. And if it's not coming quick enough, what I'm sharing with you can help bring it. Okay? But when I sold timeshares, once again, I sold timeshares because I knew where I lived in New York City, and after seeing that rolling creek, I knew children needed to see that. I knew children who only looked at concrete and maybe dirt in the park with the trees, but I knew they needed and that it would be valuable to their lives if they were able to experience the nature of the Pocono Mountains. So I began marketing it. I was a bus driver, and every time I got on the bus, if there were no maps in that little container, then my flyers that I had designed to fit right into that container would go in there, and it said take one. I didn't have to say anything, and people would step on the bus and take one, step on the bus and take one, and then I would get calls, and then I would set them up for referrals, and I did get referral credit, and I think I took half and half. Some people would go, and I would go as well, because I just felt it was valuable. Some people would go and I wouldn't go, and I would get credit, and that's okay too. But that was through the referral program, right? Because I believed in it. I don't touch anything I don't believe in. Because if you don't know me, let me give you one little tidbit about me. I talk a lot. I talk, even in my sleep, they tell me. So I want to always speak, talk, sing, and think about value, about something valuable, not just to me, and I'm really second on the list of 1 and 2, something valuable to others that I can share. And that's always my goal. So I'm going to share this with you. I don't know if you all have listened to the video as of yet, but I do want to share it. I hope it comes through clear, because I'm in the travel mode right now, so not set up as usual. But let me know if it's not coming in clear, if you would please, and I will do something about it. Don't ask me what right now, but I'll do something about it. No, I really will. All right, give me 1 second. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. This is Evadyne with Evadyne with Company, Talk Worth Listening To. It's my podcast that's on Mondays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can reach that podcast by calling 520-525-8633. You can also text, call me, to that same number to get a call back. And this Monday, October 23rd, we're going to speak about how to vacation more often for less money, enjoy life to its fullest, how to prepare to be debt-free by retirement, using travel, and how to sprinkle all of this fairy dust on family and friends while we take a magic carpet ride. So what am I talking about? Well, there are many industries in the world. One of the top industries is travel. And as a travel insider, you get to travel more often for less money. They have what's called FAM trips, familiarization trips, for which you get special offers from resorts and airlines and hotels and cruises. I know, I paused. Not everyone knows the benefit of a cruise, but the cruise is a city on one vessel, something for everyone. However, as an insider in the travel industry with those FAM trips, you get to go to all of those different places, experience the businesses, again, of air, resort, hotel, cruise, destinations, because as an insider, as a travel agent, they want you to come so that they can treat you well, so that you can come back and sell. That's the idea. Great idea. Give a little to get more. That's what they're doing. So this business, Surge 365, is a travel business that allows you to become a travel agent, an insider. It's an online, home-based business. And you can use it however you choose. You can use it just for you and your family and friends, booking their trips, or you can expand it where you're booking trips for other people and earning commission. As an agent and having an agency with Surge 365, you actually get to give personal travel portals to friends, families, business partners, and customers, organization members, and every time they make a purchase through that portal that you gave them, you get a financial reward. You get a financial reward. Now, through this portal, they're booking on the engines that they book on anyway when they book their travel. The difference is he who gives the portal receives a benefit as well. So they receive a discount. You receive a commission on what they save. Again, individual, business, organizational. It's a great way to raise money. You get a portal. You get a portal. You get a portal. Give folks the portals. Why? Because they're going to save when they utilize it. And not just for travel. There's a host of other vendors that are in this portal. Whenever they make a purchase, you get paid. Now, you may have heard about these businesses before, whether it was travel or health benefits or products. And some people call them pyramids. Some people call them schemes, just like Airbnb. With Airbnb, with Surge 365, with so many of the other businesses that people try to label as illegitimate or scams, you receive at the end of the year, just like with your job or your retirement or Social Security, you get a year-end statement that is also submitted to the Internal Revenue Service. So if it was a scam or a pyramid or a gimmick, you would not be receiving a 1099, and your copy also has another copy that goes to the federal government. You file that on your taxes. It's not a scam. He who knows, knows, and he who doesn't, doesn't. So I'm sharing this with you because I do know. I know the benefits of vacationing. I know the benefits of improving life conditions. I personally used to sell timeshares after I became an owner, and I still believe in timeshares. And just for a note, never buy a timeshare more than 3 hours from home, because even though with the timeshare you will hear people say, oh, you only get 1 week a year, you have 365-day use of your home resort. So if your home resort is 2 hours away, you, your friends, your family, your children can get in your car or anybody else's car that you know, drive to your resort. You could go swimming, horseback riding, skiing, do the things that your resort allows you to do, or you could just relax. You see, you could just relax, because guess what? Sometimes where we live, we don't have those amenities. But guess what again? With this vacation program, with this travel insider program, Surge 365, you can have the best of all worlds. Heaven on earth. How many of you believe we should be living heaven on earth? I do. I say practice makes perfect. So heaven on earth, and you'll be perfect at it. You understand? I'm just saying. That's my thought. But I am Evadyne, and you can reach me at 347-457-2769. I want you to consider your organization becoming a part of this business, your church committee. The most important church committee in your organization should become a partner. Then everybody else will get access. You can have the secretary who's booking the travel, the group travel, the convention travel, the destination weddings, and the church, the organization, the business will be monetarily rewarded. You can earn commission. And I say the church organization first. I think the senior committee would be perfect because no matter how old you are in that organization, the seniors will be the ones who will keep growing because the children become seniors as well. So you let the top committee become the agent, and then the pastor and everyone else can come up under that. And what you decide is what percentage of the revenue goes to the bereavement, to the building, to the youth committee, to the senior committee, to all the committees that are within that group. You decide that. Businesses, giving a portal to your customers as an appreciation package, that is awesome. I just want you to come and join me on my podcast this Monday, or give me a call, again, 347-457-2769, so I can show you how you can become a travel insider. Travel more often for less money, and I can show you how to build a retirement income, how to become debt-free, how to make money helping other people enjoy the same life opportunity. You can visit my website, Surge365 / Why Not You, WHYNOTU, Surge365.com / Why Not You, all lowercase, all together. Go ahead. Or you can visit my website, networkingforsuccess.info, and you will see travel, and you can click on there and, get some more information. But definitely you can call me. I wish you the greatest day. And again, come on Monday, 4 to 6 p.m. on the podcast. 520-525-8633. 520-525-8633. Call in and listen to the show lineup. I am Evadyne with Evadyne with Company. Talk worth listening to, and I always want to bring talk that is worth listening to. Have a great every day. Well, was that helpful?
Brooklyn is everything.
Was that helpful? I'm asking.
Startups who are just getting started, and home to great healthcare.
Maybe a little bit, a lot. Do we have any questions based on what we heard? First of all, was that clear? Just asking for a friend. Okay. Well, I want to definitely thank you for listening. I hope it was clear enough for you to hear. And if not, you can text me at 347-457-2769 and ask me to send it to you, and I will send it to you. And let me just give you some information on what is happening. I was involved with YTB, which is the grandparent to Surge 365. And I loved it, again, because I truly believe we were born to vacation. Truly, I do, for real. Years have passed, and when I was introduced to this literally last week, I was pretty excited about it because here I am back again. And it's timing. Timing is everything. I never regret not continuing anything that I do, because while I'm in it, what I am doing is sharing opportunities, sharing value. So it's not about me. Again, I'm always second on the list. Well, in the past, between you and I, I've moved up now. But I moved up with the same quality of care and concern that I always have for people. YTB, your travel biz, at home, online, virtual business of travel, plus some. A couple of years ago, I got involved with iBoomerang. A boomerang, with a boomerang, you throw it out, it comes back to you. And they would give us portals, travel business as well, online with other vendors involved. And what I loved about iBoomerang is that we would get paid commission on what our customer save, because I never want to get paid because my customer has paid more. There's something wrong with that equation, in my opinion. But with our Boomerang, you got paid on what the customer saved when they booked their travel in the portal, in the Boomerang that you gave them. So when learning about Surge 365, it was first a plus, being the grandchild of YTB. That was a plus for me. And then learning that you don't get a certain amount of portals or boomerangs to give out. You have unlimited access to giving, as I mentioned. You get a portal, you get a portal, you get a portal. You know who I'm mocking, right? Everybody gets a portal. You can just give them. You can give them where people can book their own travel. Because someone might say, that sounds kind of good. I would love the perks of being a travel agent, but I don't want to handle other people's business. You don't have to. You don't have to. It's your choice. In your business, it is your choice what you want to do and how you want to do it. If you have the portal just so you can travel more often for less money, go right ahead. You have that portal. You also have a discounted portal when you open up the agency, when you purchase the agency. Now, I know I say that. It's not brick and mortar. It's not brick and mortar. You're not paying rent for an office space, utilities, none of that specifically. Because it is home-based, you're operating from home. And, of course, if you have a business, definitely extend and make this service something extra that you put in your window. That's not a problem. I'm saying if you have a brick and mortar, put that sign up in your window. We offer travel. Let us book your travel. But let's just say, for example, you just wanted it for you and your family, you and your friends, and you were going to book the group travels, you're going to book the individual travels. You're just going to take advantage of what we call the fam trip. Give you an example of a fam trip. You will get an offer, and it's not from Surge. It's from being in the industry. You log into different networks that recognize you as an agent. You'll get an offer for a 7-day Tahiti trip for $50. Accommodations. Why? Again, because that resort wants you as an agent to come so they can treat you well. So when you come back home to your office, but you don't have to come home to an office. You could just right from there start booking people in because you're so excited. But the idea is that they treat you well so you can come back and sell their property to your clients. So familiarization trips is what it's called, fam trips. And those offers start coming. They just start coming. Let's say you already have a trip booked. You're already booked in. You're already staying at a hotel. When you arrive, you can let them know that you're a travel agent. Sometimes you can get an upgrade on your accommodations if you're not already in the penthouse or the president's suite. I don't know. I don't know how you book. I don't know. But I'm just saying. There are options for upgrades. You just let them know you want to do an inspection or you want to do a tour. And that's good for you as well because you want to tour the you want to tour the property. The good thing about touring the property once you check in is sometimes you check in and you change clothes and you go out and you get involved in activities and you come back and you're resting and you get up and you go out and you may not ever get to see or use all of the amenities at the hotel or resort that you booked into. You may not get that. So taking that inspection tour could be very beneficial to you. You're like, oh, wait, I didn't know you all had this. No, well, we just added it about 6 months ago, so it's not in our brochure yet. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm just saying. It's so beneficial to be a part of something, whatever it is. And I asked people in one of the notices I sent out, are you a member of Amazon Prime? Are you a member of AARP? Are you a member of AAA, Costco's, BJ, Sam's Club? Ask that question because behind that question comes why. Why are you a member of any of those businesses? For most people, it's because of the perks and the discounts. Right? Right. And I know I'm speaking. And at any point in time, if you have a question, you can ask a question. If you want me to pause, if you want me to repeat, this is something that I feel you can give. If you have a business or if you have a list of people who you want to give gifts to as the holidays are coming, giving them a portal for their own travel, giving them, which is beautiful. It will cost you nothing to give that to them. And who knows, you might come up with a special trip for them. We have access to vacation certificates that you can kind of wrap up and give. They can get accommodations at resorts. I think they have the cruises. I believe the reservation fee is about $200 for the cruise with these certificates. So these are extras. It's not free, but $200 for a 4 to 7 day cruise. Somebody might tabulate that to be free, almost, right? So it's a lot of incentive and something that you dream about or you wish upon. This is something that can change lives, and travel doesn't have to include airlines. Travel could just be, again, getting in your car, your friend's car, because you're the insider. They get to take advantage of you for a change. I'm just saying. But you can just expose people to a better way of living, an enhanced way of living. MasterCard had the commercial with all they talked about, and behind it they said priceless. I do believe good vacations at affordable prices is priceless to your life. To your life. So here's how it works. If you go to Surge, surge365.com / why not you, WHYNOTYOU, you're going to see three options there, because in this business, there are three options. You have the option of, if this is your thing, becoming a salesperson, which is what I am doing now. I'm looking to sell the agencies, because the agencies and the concept and what's behind it is where I find the value, not the commission, but the value of giving people access. So you have what's called a junior executive, which is a salesperson. We sell the travel agent. Then you have a tip product, and so there's a tip in the top. The tip in the top are the travel agencies, and each one comes with a different level of benefits. The tip is $2.99. The top is $4.99. Both of them, you pay $99 a month. Again, it is your business, so the $99 a month, it impacts and it helps with the back office, just the running of the business. We don't have to try to figure out how many business partners they have, how many agencies they have, how much they're making. We can figure that out with Uber, how many drivers they have around the world, and how much they are getting in commission for putting it all together. But we can figure out, how does that benefit you? The $99 a month, that's $1,200 a year approximately. But if you share this and three other people that you know, or businesses, or organizations, come on board with the tip or the top, you no longer pay the $99 a month. You no longer pay that. But for as long as you do, it's also a tax write-off, because you are a home-based business. You are operating a travel agency on any level that you choose from home. You don't have a brick and mortar. And if you do have a brick and mortar, or if you are going to be the organization, let me go with brick and mortar business. It is a business expense, whether it's brick and mortar, which means you have a storefront or an office outside of your home, or you have your office inside of your home. Either way, there are tax write-offs for you, a part of your rent, your utilities, your phone. If you're setting up meetings, just saying, you don't have to do any of it. Well, yeah, you do have to have a home. You do have to have a phone. Okay, but if you happen to stretch it and promoting and exposing people to this opportunity, and you pay for meeting space, all of that is a tax write-off for you. And ideally, you will be also making money. But if you don't make any money, and if you're sharing it with people because you also feel like I feel that it is a valuable package, then you're okay with that. You're okay. Not everybody's going to join. Not everybody's going to see the vision. But like I say, if I share it and then you get it, 6 months later, while people are sitting around with you talking about, dang, I wish I could vacation more. Dang. You could be like, wait. I heard something on October 23rd, 2023, right? Because the other thing to that is sometimes it's not for you right now, but think of the people who you do know who vacation. Think of those people who are looking forward to retirement so they can do it more often, and who, if they're doing it, would not want to do it for less money. You're really offering people something that's valuable to them. Again, just like in the presentation, and stop me if you have any questions. Okay, let me stop. Does anyone have any questions or any comments? Do you have any history with travel? Do you like to travel? Are you retiring soon? Would you like to get rid of your mortgage? Anything. I'm listening. Okay. At any point in time. So you have people who might be preparing for retirement. And I always say that with retirement, you want to be debt free when you get to that point. It would be kind. It would be kind to be debt free because in some cases, not all, but in some cases, when you retire, your retirement monthly income is less than your working income. So if you can retire debt free, how would that sound? Anyone? Okay. Well, retiring debt free, in my opinion, would be a pleasure. It would be almost like a double retirement. You're retiring your creditors off of your credit report, but you're also retiring financially free, which is important. Financially free, stress free, all the frees possible. And who wouldn't want that? Right?
Started.
1 second. Okay. So who wouldn't want to retire debt free? I would. I don't see any reason why not. How do you do that? Well, some people look for, during this season, part-time work during the holidays. This could be the part-time work. Having your own travel business, launching your business, and having your own travel agency where you can help people, without a doubt, you could help people live better, live healthier, and get paid. You can get paid. They can get paid too if they choose, to extend it to a level of activity that will pay them. What about our young people who are headed to college? Do we want a student loan, or do we want to start building that tuition up through virtual, home-based business? Build up that tuition, we estimate what it would cost, and even if it's not all, at least you could hit some of it. and be able to pay it off so you can borrow less. Once again, what about paying off your car note? Right? What about not even helping, being positioned to help out a friend in need? Is that helpful? Any amount of money we make, and I never do the rah rah ha ha with these businesses when it comes to how much money you can make. Most of the businesses will have bonus money and promotions. They'll have that. Like Surge 365 says 100 agencies and 100 days, and you earn 60,000 in bonus money. 100 agencies and 100 days from the day you start. If you don't make it, you're on your way. So you can make 10, you can make 1,000, you can make 50,000, you can make 25,000. But the ultimate, 100 agencies and 100 days, 60,000 in bonuses. If for no other reason, that would be a great game to play, right? Like, ready, set, go. But again, you're sharing something with people that's valuable. Even if it is a promotion, even if you're going to make money, it's making money, helping people live a better life. Not to say their lives aren't good. Never, when you say better, it's just better. It's not that there's anything wrong with your life. Except when I use that other little phrase in the beginning, people who know concrete do not know the value of dirt, nature, trees. Literally walking in the dirt is super healthy for you as well. Okay, so I'm going to really take a pause because I like to believe that there's a question or a comment, or if there isn't, that means I did an excellent job. And I don't really want to think I did such an excellent job that you have no questions or no comments. And I mean, either way, it's really good. So I'll pause again. Any questions or comments? Okay, all right. So let's continue. We're talking about surge365.com / why not you? YOU. Why not you? And when I say why not you, it's also because people feel like other people deserve more than them. I know you'd use not you, not you, not you. But there are people who feel like others deserve more than they do. So I say, why not you? Why not you? We are here to live our best lives. And if we're responsible for little people, we're here to make sure that their lives are just as good and or better than ours when we were their age. Isn't that the ultimate goal? When you become a parent or your aunt or uncle, godparent, you want to do the best for that young person. You want to give them the best options, expose them to the nicest things, give them the best gifts, and preparation for their future, because their future is our future. So, exposure. Travel gives you exposure. Vacations give you life. They give you life. It gives you more years, more days, a better outlook on life. That's what it will do for you. And again, it's not about flying. Short trips, priceless. I stole that from MasterCard. Short trips, priceless. Years on your life because you get to relax. People say, oh my God, it's so far away, 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, okay, you spend 3 hours commuting to work every day, an hour and a half there, an hour and a half back. And I mean, I do hope you love your job, but don't think about the negative. Think about the positive. when you get there, wherever you're going. And I always say, short trips. Short trips you can drive to in an hour, 2 hours, and just enjoy yourself. Be at peace. Spend a day. Sit, write, sit, think, sit, listen to your music, sit, observe others doing the same. Beautiful. That's my idea. I'll ask again. Any questions or comments? Am I putting you to sleep? Should I set an alarm clock? I hope not. But really, it's about enjoying. So this is what we're going to do. My team, I'm on the Overnight Sensation Wealth Building team. We're going to start booking trips monthly. We're going to start booking themed trips monthly. Uh, Last weekend, there was a reunion of high schools. Two high schools had a reunion at one location. And I said, I bet they would like to go on a cruise. So I'm booking a cruise for the two high schools for the summer. Now, it doesn't mean that everybody who was at the event will go. They may not. But some people will. You don't have to book the whole ship. You just have to put the group together and send it out there. You know? Maybe all the Smiths in the world would like to get together on a cruise or at a hotel in Atlantic City and have some fun and engage and do ancestry DNA in person. Like, where you come from and who's your dad, and let's put together a tree. It'll be a giant family tree. It's all about living. So you choose your theme, you organize a trip around your theme, and you put it out there. Because we know social media is, I call it the World Wide Web because most people don't know what www stands for. But that World Wide Web could really connect you to a lot of things, near and far, because the first word is world, near and far. Any questions? Has this been helpful? Even if you don't join the business, do I paint a great picture of the value of vacation and the value of travel? Do I paint that picture? Am I speaking? Okay. I am a tax preparer. I don't know if I told you all that, but I know the value of home-based business, and I like to share with people whether it's home-based or they have barbershops or beauty salons or they do hair or construction, any independent business. I share with my clients, and I saw this on TV, one of the talk shows. There was a lady telling people how they could get rid of their tax liability. If they write off all of this and write off all of that, and indirectly you're writing off yourself. You're writing off yourself because when you are independent, you're making cash money or you're getting a 1099 from the business that you are involved with. The 1099 is it's a 1099 NEC now, non-employee compensation. When you are getting that document and you are filing your taxes, or if you're making cash money and you choose not to file your taxes because you want to hide it from the man, there's this guy that I used to know, not personally. His name is Michael Jackson. He said something about the man in the mirror. Yeah. When you're making that money and you're not reporting it on taxes, you're the man who's being shortchanged. Or woman, no sexuality thing going on here. But you're the one who's being shortchanged. Because when you file your taxes and you file your income, the money that you owe, part of that is self-employment taxes. Because no one is paying into your Social Security and Medicare for you. So part of what you are paying is you depositing money based on that final amount of income that's being reported. you depositing money into your Social Security account. And you know what? Some people say, oh, we're not going to have it. They're not going to pay us. Okay. Or I might not live to that ripe, old, beautiful age of, 62, 65, 77. Well, be surprised. Many people felt that way, but many people are still living, and they were even surprised. I've talked to many people who said, I didn't even think I'd be alive at this age. But guess what? They are. And thankfully, they are getting their Social Security, the few people that I've spoken to. However, if you don't deposit into that account, your long-term possible Social Security retirement income check will be non-existent or very low, one or the other. If you're lifetime independent, lifetime. As a matter of fact, I am in the process of preparing tax returns for this gentleman I met for one business that I do, and realized he's never filed taxes from 2014 to today. He's never filed taxes. The only tax returns that he had was during the pandemic in order to get the stimulus because they didn't have a record of him, so he had to file a return. He's never filed taxes, and he's been working since 2014, since he's come into the country legally. He's been working and never filed taxes. He's 2 years from age 65. I said to him, your decision, but my question, would you like a Social Security check in 2 years? Because you need 10 work credits. You need 10 work credits. And he'll have the work credits next year, 2024. So I'm just curious. Would you like a monthly check? So he said, yeah. I said, okay, then we need to get your taxes filed from 2014. Because he's been making money and has a bank account and could show, his revenue, but he wasn't filing. So that's what we're working on now. Filing his taxes back to 2014, and we'll bring them all the way up, and we'll continue into 2024. And then when he turns 64, 65, he'll now be able to get a Social Security check. But sometimes it's what we don't know that can hurt us more than what we do know. Does that make sense? Okay. Thank you. I'm grateful that I met him to do what I need to do for him because it's going to help him in the end for, I hope, the next 40 years. I'm hoping he'll live another 40 years, It's going to help him. But I am a tax preparer, so I do know the value of a home-based business. I do know value of business. I do know value of earning income. If you ever thought that you could never have too much, you might be right, but there are some people who feel like they have enough, and that's good too. There are some people who have so much that they'll never use it, and what I share with them is maybe they should consider setting up younger people in their lives today, setting them up with certain retirement products, certain investment products, with that money that they have in different products, like they have CDs and annuities that have good value in them, but they're already getting their pension and Social Security, can't even spend all of that by the end of the month, and then here it comes again, thankfully. I suggest to them take some of that money and start setting up younger people one way or another. I mean, you can set them up with products, you can set them up in business, set them up. Because when you go, sometimes that money goes with you because certain monies you can only leave to certain people, like your spouses or your children. And if you have neither, then it goes to the man, that other man that everybody else talks about. Now it goes to the man. So, I don't know. I want people to succeed. I want to succeed. My success is interesting, though. It's in how I help others that I get my greatest reward, my greatest reward. But I want people to succeed in whatever way they want to, because we're all different. We're all different. Please, if you can, share this information. Because, sometimes it's not you who might be ready for this offer. It may not be you, but it may be someone you know. So, as I say, you can text me at 347-457-2769. I'm going to play the presentation again. You are a lady? I think you are a lady. Give me 1 second, though. I need to set it up. Any questions in the meantime? No? Any comments? Okay, I'm going to pull this. Okay, now I'm going to get a straw. Give me a second.
The recording has started.
Here's the straw. So here's the straw. I'm going to try to suck out some some information from you. Is there anyone here who's ever vacationed? Anyone here who's ever vacationed? Anyone here who would like to vacation? Anyone here who knows the value of vacationing? Okay, so by a show of hands, everyone here has vacationed at one point or another. Everyone here knows the value of vacationing. And not value financial value, but value on your life. It is, well, it's priceless. It's irreplaceable. It's all of that. What do they say? All of that plus a bag of chips. Okay. All right. I am going to, again, play the presentation. And please, just listen carefully to it. Think about who you know who travels, who vacations. Think about who you know in sales. And if not for you, definitely share this with them. But if you know those people, that's a great way for you to get started, because those people can help you grow. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. This is Evadyne with Evadyne with Company, Talk Worth Listening To. It's my podcast that's on Mondays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can reach that podcast by calling 520-525-8633. You can also text Call Me to that same number to get a call back. And this Monday, October 23rd, we're going to speak about how to vacation more often for less money, enjoy life to its fullest, how to prepare to be debt-free by retirement, using travel, and how to sprinkle all of this fairy dust on family and friends while we take a magic carpet ride. So what am I talking about? Well, there are many industries in the world. One of the top industries is travel. And as a travel insider, you get to travel more often for less money. They have what's called FAM trips, familiarization trips, for which you get special offers from resorts and airlines and hotels and cruises. I know, a pause. Not everyone knows the benefit of a cruise, but the cruise is a city on one vessel, something for everyone. However, as an insider in the travel industry with those fam trips, you get to go to all of those different places, experience the businesses, again, of air, resort, hotel, cruise, destinations, because as an insider, as a travel agent, they want you to come so that they can treat you well, so that you can come back and sell. That's the idea. Great idea. Give a little to get more. That's what they're doing. So this business, Surge 365, is a travel business that allows you to become a travel agent, an insider. It's an online, home-based business, and you can use it however you choose. You can use it just for you and your family and friends, booking their trips, or you can expand it where you're booking trips for other people and earning commission. As an agent and having an agency with Surge 365, you actually get to give personal travel portals to friends, families, business partners, and customers, organization members, and every time they make a purchase through that portal that you gave them, you get a financial reward. You get a financial reward. Now, through this portal, they're booking on the engines that they book on anyway when they book their travel. The difference is he who gives the portal receives a benefit as well. So they receive a discount. You receive a commission on what they save. Again, individual, business, organizational. It's a great way to raise money. You get a portal. You get a portal. You get a portal. Give folks the portals. Why? Because they're going to save when they utilize it. And not just for travel. There's a host of other vendors that are in this portal. Whenever they make a purchase, you get paid. Now, you may have heard about these businesses before, whether it was travel or health benefits or products. And some people call them pyramids. Some people call them schemes, just like Airbnb. With Airbnb, with Search 365, with so many of the other businesses that people try to label as illegitimate or scams, you receive at the end of the year, just like with your job or your retirement or Social Security, you get a year-end statement that is also submitted to the Internal Revenue Service. So if it was a scam or a pyramid or a gimmick, you would not be receiving a 1099, and your copy also has another copy that goes to the federal government. You file that on your taxes. It's not a scam. He who knows, knows, and he who doesn't, doesn't. So I'm sharing this with you because I do know. I know the benefits of vacationing. I know the benefits of improving life conditions. I personally used to sell timeshares after I became an owner, and I still believe in timeshares. And just for a note, never buy a timeshare more than 3 hours from home, because even though with the timeshare you will hear people say, oh, you only get 1 week a year, you have 365-day use of your home resort. So if your home resort is 2 hours away, you, your friends, your family, your children can get in your car or anybody else's car that you know, drive to your resort. You could go swimming, horseback riding, skiing, do the things that your resort allows you to do, or you could just relax. You see, you could just relax, because guess what? Sometimes where we live, we don't have those amenities. But guess what again? With this vacation program, with this travel insider program, Surge 365, you can have the best of all worlds, heaven on earth. How many of you believe we should be living heaven on earth? I do. Really, I see practice makes perfect. So, heaven on earth, you'll be perfect at it. You understand? I'm just saying. That's my thought. But I am Evadyne, and you can reach me at 347-457-2769. I want you to consider your organization becoming a part of this business, your church committee. The most important church committee in your organization should become a partner. Then everybody else will get access. You can have the secretary who's booking the travel, the group travel, the convention travel, the destination weddings, and the church, the organization, the business will be monetarily rewarded. You can earn commission. And I say the church organization first. I think the senior committee would be perfect because no matter how old you are in that organization, the seniors will be the ones who will keep growing because the children become seniors as well. So you let the top committee become the agent, and then the pastor and everyone else can come up under that. And what you decide is what percentage of the revenue goes to the bereavement, to the building, to the youth committee, to the senior committee, to all the committees that are within that group. You decide that as you're putting this forward. I mean, that's just my idea. Businesses, giving a portal to your customers as an appreciation package, that is awesome. I just want you to come and join me on my podcast this Monday, or give me a call, again, 347-457-2769, so I can show you how you can become a travel insider, travel more often for less money, and I can show you how to build a retirement income, how to become debt-free, how to make money helping other people enjoy the same life opportunity. You can visit my website, Surge365/Why Not You, WHYNOTU. Surge365.com/Why Not You. All lowercase, all together. Go ahead. Or you can visit my website, networkingforsuccess.info, and you will see travel, and you can click on there and, get some more information. But definitely you can call me. I wish you the greatest day. And again, come on Monday, 4 to 6 p.m. on the podcast. 520-525-8633. 520-525-8633. And that's where we are today. We are on the podcast network. We are here. We are sharing information because we feel it's valuable. Oh, who's we? We is me. And did you see how I cleaned that up with my website? I forgot the .com, so I repeated it. That's what I share with people. When you're speaking, if you make a mistake, someone may not know you made the mistake, but go ahead and correct it. So the website is Surge, SURGE365.com/Why Not You. Why not you? That's a legitimate question, right? Why not you? Why should everybody else have the fun? And again, if you're traveling anyway, if you're vacationing anyway, why not go for less money and go more often? Opening up for any questions or comments. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I talked about taxes, actually. Do you have any questions about taxes? Just asking for a friend.
Yes, Rodney.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Great, thank you. Good to hear you.
Good to hear you as well.
Thank you.
Well, I just wanted to say this. Thank you for sharing that information. In the not too distant future, I will be reaching out to you to get some more information from you about travel and some other offerings that you've brought forward here. I do have an interest in these things. It's not so much a personal one, but it can be let's just say, a larger interest than just my own. So, group, grander scale, more individuals, maybe an organization type of thing. So if that's something that we might be able to discuss at length sometime in the near future, that would be great. And I will be reaching out to you to get some info and maybe bounce some ideas. If that's okay.
Thank you. And this is Marcus.
The one and only.
Well, welcome. I hear you're going to be on the podcast once a month. Would you like to share with us what day it will be and the name of your subject?
Okay. I will be a guest on the podcast every third Friday of the month, beginning next month in November. And moving forward, that will be on Adrian's podcast, and we talk about it. I believe it starts at, if I'm not mistaken, 6 p.m.
The recording has started.
I believe.
Yeah.
And that will be every third Friday of the month.
Every third
Oh,
Friday.
my topic?
Thank you. And that's here.
My topic?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, my topic will be empowering your community with information, known and unknown.
I like that. I look forward to that. We were together as a women's group yesterday, and the ladies started talking about a couple of shows on the networks, and they were science fiction shows, but there was so much relativity in those shows to life. So I like that known and unknown because for some reason I feel it's in the light of the unknown being what they don't tell us. What they don't tell us. But I look forward to hearing and listening, and I thank you. I thank you. And looking forward to further conversations about anything really that can help people. Anything that can help people. Thank you, Marcus. Would anyone else like to announce their show?
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Would anyone else like to announce their show here on the Grown Folk Talking Express Yourself Progressive Podcast Network? Okay, all right. So you can always call in to the 520-525-8633 number and get the entire show lineup. We have a few shows that are going to be added. They're already on. A few. On Sundays, I believe at 1 o'clock. Nope, at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Nope, impossible. That's impossible. 4 o'clock, no. So I think it's 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Well, We have shows on Sundays that are
Sunday,
that come. Go ahead.
on Sunday, on Sundays,
Go ahead. Sorry.
on Sundays, we're just talking to new. We're just talking to new. On Sundays from 1 to 2. And on Saturdays, we have 2 new shows. One starts at 2 o'clock to 3:30, and then the other show starts at 4 o'clock to 5:30. But they 2 different.
Thank you. And that is teamwork that makes the dream work.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had my day mixed up because I was thinking Sunday, but I was like, no, not Sunday at 2 and 4. No, that's not going to work because we have Easter.
You
Truth
had
and love. Thank you very much. Would you like to announce your...
Yeah, give me a second. You had it right. It wasn't you that had it confused. They all had it confused, so they all had us confused. So that's why it got straightened out the way it did. Because you was right. It did say that. But they gave out the wrong information. So we corrected it in the 2 shows. Actually, we got 3 shows because you got somebody taking Nabia's 2 of Nabia's weeks also. Nabia's weeks, which is a good show. Saturday. First and the third Saturday, and the Beers the second and third Saturday. Have it wrong. If it's wrong, it's in reverse. And yes, I have a show on Grown Folks Talk and Express Yourself every last Monday of the month called the King's Roundtable. I also have my own network called Osmond and DJ Sport Group. And we'll be opening up that room on this Wednesday, the 25th. You can start chiming in at 20 of or 6:45. Telephone number 520-525-8064. If your network charges you, you can text that telephone number, call me, and it will put you into the room for free. And that's about blindness awareness. That's all that show's about. It's about blindness awareness. It's about bringing the sighted world together with the umbrella of vision loss and vice versa. Mm-hmm. And thank you for that space and that time.
Thank you. Did you give the number?
Yes, 520-525-8064.
Thank you very much.
That's this Wednesday. Yes.
Thank you, and you're welcome, and I am looking forward to it. I'm sure many people are, including yourself. I know you are really excited about this. That's great.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Very good, very good. So I wish you the best with that your organization growing and delivering exactly how you want it to deliver, and that it's received exactly the way you want it to be received. Thank you. Would anyone else like to announce their show? Do you have any questions about anything that we talked about today? Any good feedback? Any bad feedback? Any good hands up? Any bad hands up? No. See, so feed and feed. That's what I did with this side. Okay, that's cool. So again, so I'm an insurance agent. I'm a tax preparer. I have co-authored 2 books on mental health and overall wellness. And I say co-author because the creator is my co-author of these books. They're bigger than me as it is bigger than us. You can find those books on networkingforsuccess.info, and the promotion for the ebooks, networkingforsuccess.info/books in lowercase. Mind is to Mental as Teeth Are to Dental, and We All Have a Mind is one book. The other book is Suicide is a Serious Killer. Let's End It Today. And it's really about mind/mental health and overall wellness and all the things that come along with that. All the things. Health and wellness is key. We have a show here on Sundays, The Health Man, very knowledgeable in the industry of health and wellness and supplementation for over 2 decades, if I'm not mistaken. And you could definitely find his shows on the Grown Folk Talk and YouTube. Grown Folk Talk and Express Yourself. You'll know it's us when you see the hot mic. And you could also find him on his YouTube, The Health Man Show, all separate words, The Health Man Show. Very valuable. Here on this network, we have many valuable content shows. I always say a variety of shows, but not variety shows, but who knows what's coming. It's good to laugh at times. Well, it's good to laugh every day, actually. We aim to deliver information that we use ourselves, so we find that other people can use that information to help elevate their consciousness, elevate themselves spiritually, and elevate themselves educationally. There's a whole lot of parts to us. And we never know what a person may need. Sometimes people just need a smile, and sometimes they need a whole sentence. We never know. But as long as we're giving of ourselves naturally and with kindness and humanity in mind, we should all be okay. A couple of months ago, I suggested, as we were speaking about the young people who need direction and a good direction of what to do, how can we reach them, and I suggested on Facebook every day, on social media, whichever one you're using, just put a good, positive comment. And of course, if they're too young to be your friends, maybe their parents are your friends. So maybe direct that comment to their parent, and then it can go home with them. One good thing a day may help keep the doctor away. Okay, good, like an apple, right? Just saying. But, we never know. And does anyone know why they say that? I mean, people say things all the time, but do you know why what's the benefit of an apple a day keeping the doctor away? Anyone? Okay, so apples have malic acid and it has pectin. The malic acid is, I translated into, what do you call that stuff? Crazy glue. I translated into crazy glue. What the malic acid does is when you're eating healthy, the malic acid holds the nutrients in your body so your body could use it. So it's like an adhesive. Not really an adhesive, don't think I'm saying people is, eating glue, but it's like an adhesive where it allows the nutrients of the food that you're eating to hold and to be used in your body as it should. Malic acid is very valuable. So the apple a day keeping the doctor away, if it's a valuable apple, then it's a good thing. Valuable apple and everything else after that valuable, and everything will be okay. I am good today. I feel good. I feel like I've shared some information. It was my goal to share the information with you. Again, I hope it resonates with you, that you could share it with others, that you can build upon it on any level. The travel, the tax information, I hope that was valuable. And I also, back to the income taxes, I asked parents who are parents where there's a non-custodial parent, that if that non-custodial parent is being a good parent and doing the best that they could do at this point, that when it comes time for tax preparation, that the custodial parent does not claim the child and claim the head of household status as well. If that non-custodial parent is contributing to that child's life, give them that opportunity to at least claim the head of household status, using the child as a qualifying dependent, but not claiming the child. And then you can claim the child and use the single status if you're not married. Because, of course, if you're married, it should be married filing joint. And then the non-custodial parent can still use the child and their information to get a greater benefit on their tax return with the head of household status. I just think that's fair. And I'm hoping whoever hears this, who hasn't been fair or who hasn't known that it is possible to do that in that way, will now adopt that method moving forward for the greater good of everyone involved. And again, as a reminder, if you do have a home-based business or if you are doing business independently, making cash money, count yourself in. Again, my friend Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror is you. So you're not hiding anything from the man. You're really shortchanging yourself if you are not reporting your self-employment income. So please do that as well. If you have any questions about that, you may give me a call, of course. Again, it's 347-457-2769. If you have any comments, if you have any show ideas that we're not already covering, I think we cover everything here, but you can call 347-649-7741 24/7. And you can leave an afterthought from a show. If you go to my YouTube, I have a great YouTube. YouTube.com/at EVADYNESMITH3986. Go listen. You don't have to watch. You never, ever, ever have to watch me. Just go listen. And if you have any comments, of course you can put them in the comment section. But if you have afterthoughts that you'd like to speak, you can call that 347-649-7741 number and leave your comment. Leave your comment. Leave your question. We're always here. Believe it or not, we're always here to hear. I thank you very much. I appreciate this opportunity. We are on Grown Folk Talking, Express Yourself, Progressive Podcast Network. Every morning at 7 a.m. we have a prayer line. You can call in, listen. I believe you can also request if you have a special prayer that's needed. Following this show today at 7 p.m., we have Slot Time with Star. That's every Monday except the last Monday of the month. The last Monday of the month, as we heard, we have the King's Roundtable with Leon at 7 p.m. as well. Yes, 7 p.m. as well. Tomorrow, after the prayer line, the next show is at 6, Grace Space with Karen, Jada, and Deborah, followed by Carol Lucille at 7:30 with the Pink Sofa Talk. So I thank you all. Go ahead. Leon, is that right? Karen, Jada, and Deborah with Grace Space. Is that at 6 or 6:30?
They come on. They start at 6 to 7.
Okay, so 6 to 7, and then the Pink Sofa Talk. And first and third Tuesdays are ladies only on the Pink Sofa Talk. So send your ladies right along, and then the other Tuesdays it's everybody. And the other shows, and the King's Roundtable's men only. It's a men's support show, so that's the last Monday of the month. But otherwise, we are all open to everyone. So listen to the show lineup and join in. Share your wisdom and your insight, and what should I say? Share some and receive some. Evadyne with
Thank
Company,
you.
talk worth listening to. You're absolutely welcome. Um, would you like to speak?
Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm kind of new to this. I was like trying to see how it works, send you texts, say hi to people, hands up, and I didn't
Woo!
really get a response, so I wasn't sure.
Okay, so I apologize. Let me look at the chat. Hi, I will share your. Oh, thank you. Yes, I can. Thank you. And you are, if you don't mind.
My name is Michael. I was hosted on the show last Saturday, and I'm into health, and I want to join the group. I really like it. I want to spread the word. A
Well,
lot of good
thank you,
information on
Michael.
here.
Thank you, thank you. You were on whose show?
Sharon Clemens.
Ah, nice.
I was talking
So,
about the Bemer, the foot detox, and wheatgrass.
very good. I missed the show because I was out of town and engaged. I will listen to it. I hope it was recorded. Am I the only one who tastes wheatgrass and find it sweet?
Um, Sometimes it is sweet, but I um, I like the more mature wheatgrass, which doesn't taste sweet.
So you're saying the
Um,
younger it is, the more chance it would have of tasting sweet.
yeah, the younger it tastes more sweet, but I like the one that's more mature, where it doesn't taste sweet, because that way your body doesn't have to break down the sugar, and it's just more nutritious when it's more mature.
Okay, okay. And so the value of wheatgrass, if you don't mind, the value of wheatgrass is for detox?
For detox, is for minerals, for healing. Has a lot of chlorophyll, and your body absorbs it in 1 minute. And a lot of people can feel the energy really fast within that 1 minute.
Hmm.
So been doing it for about maybe a little over 10 years, and I go to the doctor and get checkups, and they tell me things. Oh, your blood is really good, and I'm like, oh, isn't it supposed to be good? So they kind of, oh, some people blood are really not good. So some of my friends, I would tell them to buy it, and they will, get the same response with their doctors. I'm like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
But it's your blood that heals your body, and if your blood is good, it can help the body heal. But if your blood is not good, then a lot of people will have problems.
Understood. Understood. Thank you. So, joining the network, are you referring to having your own show or listening in as a regular? Just asking.
It's a great possibility, because I know a lot of people, and this is a great way to reach out to them. A lot of people, it's cheaper to stay home and just get on your phone or your computer, and you learn things. Yeah, but you don't go out. It's like I go out and go to different events and tell people about it, and this would be a good format. Like I'm
Wow.
going to
Well,
a show in New York called the New Life Expo, and it's like a really big health event. And I go and I just learn so much. I invite people to come and tell them about it, and they get all excited, and it's really nice. And they have it this weekend.
I spoke to the organizer. I think his name is Mike also, right? I spoke to the organizer a couple of months ago in consideration of being an exhibitor, but I didn't follow through because I couldn't commit when I spoke to him, and I forgot all about it. Just like the Black podcasters this weekend, literally in Maryland, and I was right there. The Black podcasters what is it called? No. Afro. What is it called? Afro and can't remember the next word, but it's Afro and something podcasters. But they had like a convention in Maryland this past weekend, which I'm sure was great. I look forward
This
to
is the
seeing it.
thing I like about these platforms. You hear all this new stuff that you would never hear. It's like the new radio show. Like when I was a kid, it was the actual radio show. You just listen to it, and that's when you hear all the information. Then you have like-minded people. So this is really great.
Yeah,
This
that's true.
format.
So there is a Black Podcasters Association. That's a fact. I have that one right. There is a Black Podcasters Association, and they're out of the base is out of Queens, New York.
Oh,
But they
really?
have, people all around definitely all around the country. I'm not sure if they have any members globally. Yeah, but it's really cool. It's like networking. You're online, mostly, you're online, but they'll have networking meetings. They'll have trainings. There's one company I believe it's called Haku, and they actually paid the membership for anyone who was joining. I think it was the month of September. Any new members, they paid the first month's membership for them. But they're not content creators. They're more of a distribution network for podcasters. There was a lot of information in there. I'm definitely going to listen to Sharon Clements, her show. Hopefully, again, it was recorded and I can hear you.
And I'm from New York also.
Okay. Within the 5 boroughs or outside?
Yeah, I'm in Manhattan and Harlem.
Okay, very good. Are you familiar with Norman Cole, his network, the Cole Network?
No, I'm not.
Are you familiar with what used to be the Learning Center?
Yes, I participate there a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was a heavy participator in the Learning Center, and when they went kind of slowed down, he built up. So he's having this December 9th. I definitely secured the space at a holiday event at the Open Door. Is that what it's called?
Okay, yeah, I'm familiar with that too.
Yeah, that's around Rockefeller Center area, correct?
Right.
Yeah, December 9th. So it's a toy drive and he didn't call it a pop-up. Well, it's going to be vendor space and a toy drive. And there seems to be a lot going on in that building around the same time, so hopefully we'll get a lot of people. And
Let me ask you a question. Do you go to events and promote yourself, like communities and, events all over the city? Like, I went to a couple of them where they have vendors and stuff talk about what they do. And I think it's great what you do. It's like somebody starting their own business,
Yes, thank you. So, no, I do not. I do not. I should, but I don't. And
I actually went to a couple of events in Harlem, and I saw tables set up. Like I saw someone from Prime America, and and I thought it was very interesting. I'm like, oh, that's very nice. People, these events you didn't know you can possibly start your own business by going to one of those events. So,
like the travel business I was speaking about today.
Right, yeah, I was listening to it. I'm like, oh, that's really great.
Yeah.
I do food, and I'm a raw food chef. I do health parties, and you have to find a way to promote it.
Oh,
so
so I know what
I'm
we
sorry.
could probably do together. Are you familiar with Salad Master?
Salad Master?
Salad Master's titanium cookware. And their demonstrations, they do home parties or office. They come, they bring the food, they cook it, and it's really a healthy cookware. The
Yeah, I
what's
think I know what you're talking about. Like what I do raw foods. So the foods that I
mhm.
do is not cooked.
No, but they have a salad maker, which is the Hostess Gift.
Oh, okay.
The salad maker with 5 attachments. So when you said raw food, I was so excited when I received my salad maker because
Mhm.
I've always wanted to use sweet potatoes in coleslaw,
Oh,
but
okay.
they're so hard to cut. So my first attachment and my sweet potato was like a miracle. It just whirled up. I was like,
I think I know what you're talking about. To make your salad easier.
oh yeah. They have attachments, but sweet potatoes are raw sweet potatoes are very hard to cut. They're very hard to cut.
Right.
But in that salad maker attachment, they just whirled right off into these little swirlies and made me so happy. My coleslaw was the greatest. I love dreaming of things and then finally getting them. But
Yeah.
yeah, so the value of raw food, well, it is super valuable. And
And
people, when they hear vegan or vegetarian, they think that it's much different than if they go and get a second helping of collard greens. No, a second helping of collard greens, you have a plate with no meat. so,
right.
but it's just the wording and the branding. And I was telling someone just the other day, I cannot go into a vegan restaurant and ask for anything with a meat suffix or prefix. Like there is nothing in here with feet. I will not fix like my brain does not allow that to happen. Just say it's curry tofu, or
Right.
salt seaweed or whatever you want to do. Say what it is, but it's a weird psychology with
Yes, I went to a vegan festival in Atlantic City and they had vegan oxtails and I was just so shocked. I'm like,
like
vegan oxtails?
that watch this, Mike. That's the furthest end.
I guess the next thing is going to be vegan pig feet.
Like, what are you talking about? Just say what it is so people know or actually
Right,
eating. That's important too. But I also,
right.
I was listening to something that maybe I caught you the other night, but they were saying, I could have caught you. I'll go into the app and just see what's going on, but they were saying that I think I caught some of that, saying that the products that they use to make a lot of this marketed vegan food is
It's becoming very processed.
that was you. I did hear you a little bit. Yes, I did. On my way home. Hi.
Okay.
See, I can repeat the good stuff. Don't always know where I get it from, but now that I'm thinking that was you. Yes, I caught the end of it.
Right. Okay. So try to get on, listen to all the show. I've been going crazy looking at the recordings and stuff. I'm like, oh wow. And I go back and look at it. I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. So I can tell somebody else about it and they can listen to the recording.
That's
You know.
right. That's right.
And I was
So
trying to
you've been
figure
on.
out I was trying to figure out how does someone who calls in, how can they talk? Because I think one time I called in and I couldn't talk, on the show. I didn't have to I was supposed to put some special number or whatever. So that's why I'm learning and, talking to people on, the podcast.
Can I
So
ask a question?
confession. One second, Dr. James. Confession today. I'm on my phone because I'm still traveling a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and so it depends on the device that you're on. Some of the hosts will call in on their phones, not
Right.
on the app. So I've been switching back and forth, and so we don't always see it, and we don't see the chat. I know I don't see the chat that much, and then
Right.
a number of our hosts are visually impaired.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They wouldn't see that. So if there's a break in between, somebody takes a deep breath, like I said several times, would anyone like to say anything? I'll take a break. So at that point, yes, you can say, come on in, or, I have a question. Commonly, we've been saying permission to speak. That came from Leon and Brother Bay. But, you can interject when there's a pause or when the host asks you
Right.
to, or like I don't know if you're going to come on the show at 7, but Star he'll speak and he speaks and he speaks and he speaks, but he absolutely has no problem with you saying I have a question because he knows how to break, you know. But if you
Okay.
don't break him, he can speak and it's valuable and I enjoy listening. You know, it's like on and but he has no problem, even if he's not taking a deep breath. If you say, "I have a question," or may I say something?
Right.
Um,
I've heard
the
that
only
too.
time, yes, the only time I would say that isn't possible is if someone locks the room and they put it in lecture mode. This way, they don't want any
Oh, okay.
interruption until they finish speaking, and then they'll let you know. They'll open up the room. They open up the floor for questions and answers and everything like that.
Oh, okay. Because like now I'm on the app, which I didn't know how to get into before. Yesterday I did the phone. So the app I see I can do a lot more stuff, but on the phone I didn't know what I can do.
That's correct. That's correct. So Dr. James had a question. Go ahead, Dr. James.
Yeah, I want to ask you, gentlemen, how much does this wheatgrass cost?
It's frozen. It comes in cubes, and it starts off from 50 ounces to all the way up. Like I usually order 100 ounces or 200 ounces. Say, for example, 100 ounces is like $1.89 an ounce. So if you buy 100 of them, that's $189. They do have a $50 one that they, have sometimes, so that would be like $99. And so I tell people, if you want to split it with somebody, I think it's better that way to get to 100 ounces so y'all can compare it, see how you feel. Like I said, it's all about your blood. Once your blood is good, your body can heal itself. Like I
Or
go
how
to the
many
doctor.
ounces do you need to take every day?
Or if you have a condition, you should take as much as you can so you can heal that condition very fast. Like when I first got into wheatgrass, I would just take 1 cube at a time and didn't really know, didn't see anything much. And then the company was telling me, says, no, you got to take more so you can get the result faster. So when I did that, I saw the result faster. I would go to the doctor. They said, oh, your blood work is really good. I'm like, oh, so if your blood is good, the doctors like to see that, because to know your body is healing and repairing and fixing things. And you need blood to do that. It detoxes your body. You need good blood to do that. Put the oxygen in your body. You need blood to do that. And
So each cube is an ounce?
yeah, the one that I sell, it comes from Canada, is each cube is a half an ounce. So 2 cubes is an ounce. And it comes frozen. The reason why I got into the frozen one because I was tired of running to the store. Sometimes I want to have it at night or the day, or I'm working out at home. So, and then when I used to go to the store, half the time I would get nauseous from the new wheatgrass, and I didn't know why. And the company told me why. They said because when they have it in the store, they have it in a tray, and they tend to overwater it and it creates mold. So that's why people feel nauseous. I'm like, I know a lot of people that feel like that. So the frozen one is grown outside, so there's no detectable mold. The roots grow longer, and it's more nutritious. So that's how it became a wheatgrass wrap.
And what do you do with the cubes? You put them like in a tea or something, or you just suck on them? How do you eat?
You can suck on them. I usually suck on them because I'm in a rush, or I'll put it in, a little cup and put like 2 ounces of water, let it melt, and just drink it. You can put it on sores on your body. I could put it in smoothies if you want, but it's best to take it by itself because your body will absorb it in 1 minute. Like other people, I have to warn them. I say, well, just be careful when you take it on an empty stomach. A lot of people say, I have my wheatgrass and I went to pick breakfast and I didn't feel like eating it. I said, because your body got the nutrition in 1 minute. So I said, well, I'm glad you tested that because that'll let you know that it's working. It's very
Yeah, I
cold.
see people drink
Go ahead.
wheatgrass. Like every day they would go to the health food store and buy a little cup of wheatgrass. But I just said that was too monotonous. I mean, I couldn't do this every day. But like you said, if you have it in the freezer, that might be easier to do. So that's a
You
good
can have it
idea.
anytime. You can have it anytime. Matter of fact, when I ordered from the company, they were so impressed with all the questions I asked. They said, "Let me ask you a question." I'm like, "Sure." They said, "You mind being a rep?" I'm like, "Why?" They said, "Because you asked us so many questions no one's never asked us before." Because I was really studying. I knew how potent it was, but I wanted to get the best source. The ones in the store is good too, but it has this problem with the mold, and you got to go get it, and so I go around promoting that plus other health things that I do.
Excuse
So
me.
you're selling the Bemer? Well, you use the Bemer. You sell it too?
So you remember me? Yeah, I do the Beamer.
And you was on Saturday.
Sharon's Clement is giving a event where she wants me to come. Where we're going to do the Beamer, we're going to do the foot detox, and possibly give people samples of the frozen wheatgrass.
Now, is the foot detox a machine, or is it something that you'd have to pay for a treatment?
You have to pay for the treatment. It's a device. The Bemer is also a device. If you go on YouTube, they have a lot about it. Bemer is Bemer, and foot detox is just put in foot detox, and you see them put their feet in the water. And I actually learned a lot about it on YouTube. Like I saw these news stations, like 10 news stations, say it was a hoax. I'm like, what are they talking about, a hoax? I know some people that really got good results about it. So I'm looking at all these news reports, and one thing they didn't talk to the clients and say, why do you do this? They would probably tell them their testimonial, but they were talking to the people who were treating the people with the foot detox, and they kept saying, oh, we tested the water, it's just rust. But I've known people that have huge response, and that's how I got into it, because I didn't really believe it myself. It's equivalent to a 3-day fast. And I normally don't fast a lot.
1 foot detox, and how long? It's my last question. How long does that take for a foot detox?
It's like a 25-minute, 30-minute treatment. And I have people tell me their testimony. I treated so many people. I'm like, I started to get into like when I first got into it, you always take somebody with me, so they can experiment too. So I don't, just not my opinion. And one of my friends said, he called me the next day and said, Mike, the pain is gone. The pain is gone. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, I have a chest pain every morning for a half hour. It's completely gone. I'm like, well, maybe it'll come back tomorrow. He said it never came back. I'm like, so I started asking him questions like, how long you had this? He said, when I was a teenager, that's when it started. And he was like 35 years old now. I said, you had pain for that long? I'm like, well, do you know anything that happened to you when you were young? He said the only thing he can remember, he's from the islands, and they burned their garbage. Since he was a teenager, they let him burn the garbage. So he used to love to sit there and smell the plastic. I said, well, maybe that builds up in your chest and couldn't come out. And that's why he was feeling the pain. So
I believe that a lot of toxins will come out your body through your feet. And, this is just something that I believe because of the fact that if the body tries to get rid of the toxins, gravity is going to pull it towards the bottom. Gravity pulls it down towards your feet first. So if it's coming out as a fluid or whatever, it's good. That it makes sense that it would come out your feet.
Like I didn't really believe that, and I started doing a lot of research, and I found out what's going on is the device is letting out a negative and a positive ion. And your body likes the negative ones because it attaches the toxins in your body, and it helps your body to easily release the toxins. That's what my research I found out so far. Mm-hmm. So, everything is like positive and negative. So if the toxins it's like the negative, your body can easily release it, like defecating, urinating, and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, but I just still can't believe those are toxins coming out of your pee. But a lot of people do believe that, but it works. You know, so yeah. So hopefully I will start getting a show, or somebody will ask me to be a guest. We'll see what happens.
Are you going to have a show?
I would like to, like, I only listened to 2 shows and I got excited about it. Somebody invited me from Philadelphia to, go on their show. And did you get my information?
Yeah, it was Mike, and it said box 1, right? Something like that?
Yeah, Mike mailbox1 at yahoo.com.
Mailbox 1, yeah. I got that. It's at Yahoo, right?
Right.
Yeah, I got that.
And,
So
my mission,
I might try to order something from you.
yeah, my mission is to, I want to teach people how to make food. I do health parties here in New York. We need to make our own food instead of buying it. That's why we get sick.
You probably would do
to,
good making one in New Jersey, too, because a lot of people that listen to this, they live in New Jersey. And New York, but a lot of live in New Jersey.
Yeah, I'm trying to expand there, too. I was talking to a lady who did the Bemer treatment. She said she felt so good, and her daughter went through something miraculous, which I can't say on here. And
So that's Nabiha. You talking to Nabiha, Sister Nabiha?
Yes, well, something with her daughter's hearing, and her daughter was like shocked, and it only took 8 minutes. I met the daughter. I'm like, well, what did your doctor say? Oh, the doctor said he didn't know what happened. I said, oh, I figured they would say that. They didn't look into it and see what happened. He said, no. I'm like, oh. But yeah, I would love to do something in Newark. It's not far from me. I tell people, anybody wants to do a health party, get 10 people or more, we can work something out. I'm willing to travel.
You charge money for that, or is it free?
Oh, yes. I got to travel. I got to make food. Got to show you.
I'm saying people that, when the people come in, do they have to pay a fee?
They have to pay a fee for the service, yeah.
Yeah, usually,
but not for the party, right? Not to go into the party, right?
Well, when I say health party, just say, for example, you said, listen, I got 10 people that can come to my house. We want to do the Bemer, the foot detox. We want to buy some of your food. You want to show us how to make this food. You and I will come up with a price. So, last time I did, they really like it. They want, I have a family in Brooklyn that wants to do it every month, because they did the Bemer, the foot detox, and they felt good, and I'm educating them, showing them how to make almond milk, sesame silk, pumpkin seed milk, and a lot of other stuff.
Well, Evadyne has all your information, right?
I think she did write it. I'm not sure. I know one person did contact me on Yahoo, and also one called me. So I'm like, okay.
So
I can get everything from her.
The show is being recorded. So, Mike, you gave your email, and it's so hilarious because when you started speaking, I was like, oh, so maybe you should come on my show. But look at here you are. That is good. So thank you, Dr. James. But there was somebody else who had a question. Who was that? 1 minute, everybody. There was someone else who had a question, a lady.
It was me. It was Isa. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hey. I did have a question. I wanted to know if it was organic. If the
wheatgrass?
The wheatgrass was organic, yes.
Yes, the story with the wheatgrass is it's from Canada. You know what? If it's organic, these farmers have to pay all this money to say it's certified organic. So the company I work for, they call it Beyond Organic. I'm like, well, what is that? So we use no pesticides, no fertilizer. So they came up with a new term. But it is organic, but it's not certified organic.
Well, that's not like Beyond Beef, right?
No. Matter of fact, they told me an interesting story. They said that the wheatgrass, like if you buy it in a store that's frozen, they said it's pasteurized. So I'm like, well, doesn't it have to say it's pasteurized? She says the law says They don't have, if they pasteurize, they don't have to say that it's pasteurized on there. I'm like, well, that's not fair.
No, it isn't. It's false
You know?
advertising. It's,
Yeah, it's like, but the law says they don't have to do that. Because I saw frozen wheatgrass at Whole Foods, and I'm thinking, oh, it's organic and it's, I'm assuming it's not pasteurized.
yeah.
So anything pasteurized, they're killing the nutrients. So that's
Yep.
why I became a believer in this company that I work for. I'm like, that's really not fair.
Well, I think it would be very beneficial for grown folk to include you
Yeah.
in our shows. I would love to learn to cook more raw because I love
And
to eat raw,
actually,
but I certainly don't know how
I
to cook
find raw food is more filling to me when I first got into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to eat a lot, but when I started eating raw food, I started eating less. I'm like, why am I eating less? Because the food is more nutritious. It's not cooked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your body absorbs all the nutrition. Even with the wheatgrass, one time I took so much, I woke up in the middle of the night and I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't even eat today. I didn't even have the urge to eat. That's how potent it was. So it's good for fasting. If people don't want to fast, take more wheatgrass. I think I did a 3-day fast for the first time, and I had no problem. I just took my wheatgrass.
Wow, that's so interesting. And not wheatgrass, but the same thing happened to me with the harataki the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I drank the harataki in the morning. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, wait a minute, not hungry. Like, what did I eat? Nothing. It was the
You got the
harataki. I was
nutrients.
like,
It's
whoa.
all about the nutrients. A lot of these foods, they take the nutrients out because they want you to buy more so they can bring up their profit. All these potato chips and crackers and stuff, there's no nutrients in it. And then you're like, oh, I'm still hungry.
Well, I am so grateful that you came on today because I did miss the whole show, but I caught the last of it over the weekend. And as Issa said, I believe that you offer a wealth of information, and I look forward to you. I will reach out to you. I gave my phone number 150 million times. I don't know if you wrote it down, but I will reach out to you and see
Well,
what
you
we
can
can
say it
collaborate.
again.
Oh, well, here we go. 347
Okay. 347
457
457
2769.
2769. Okay, I got it.
That's my number. And I do believe the Salad Master, and I say the Salad Master cookware because people are still cooking, but when it
Right.
comes to going through the value of using that salad maker to prepare raw foods and showing them the value, because there's no certain anything that has to be prepared during that session, but they do want to demonstrate, the heated process. And if you want
Use anything to make you make raw food better and faster.
yeah, it's a great thing. Shoot,
Right.
this is going to be fun. I'm trying to think. I'm going to call and see. Are you available December 9th? Oh, December 9th, 12 to 4, or let's say 12 to 5.
What day is that?
A Saturday. That's for the
All
open
right.
court event.
Okay, I'll call you 347-457-2769.
Yeah, I believe that. And how long is the Bemer session?
The Bemer session is 8 minutes. Like I tell everybody, go on YouTube, look for Bemer, Bemer, 8-minute video.
Okay, all right. I think that would be very useful there, and also putting together some wellness events
Right.
and setting it up and introducing. How much is the machine? It is available for sale as well, right?
Just a super expensive. I did my research. I tried to find out if they had a cheaper version. I saw 10 other devices, and they were cheaper, and I compared all of them, and all of them said, we are better than the Bemer. I'm like, if everyone say they're better than the Bemer, then the Bemer must be the best.
How much is it, though? Like 1,400, 1,500?
No, the one I paid for it was like a little over 4,000. They
Okay.
have a newer version which do more, and I think they have a sale for like I think it's like maybe 3,900. But it also has the red light therapy, and it has a new thing called the blue light therapy. Like I experienced the red light therapy. I didn't even use it. One time I used it for 2 days on my skin, and this lady that I deliver food, she kept saying, "Oh, your skin looks so good." I'm like, why does she keep telling me that? And, then I'm like, what did I do different? And I said, oh, and then other people comment, oh, your skin looks so nice. And then I'm like, what did I do different? And then I said, it must be the red light therapy.
Mm.
Red light therapy is good for rashes and stuff like the cuts and stuff. And, it's really good for you. I'm like, oh, so I tell people, all this stuff, I'm not getting any younger, so I have to find something to keep my health. I don't like going to the doctors. But when I go get a checkup, they say, "Oh, you're really good." I think I had surgery, and 2 weeks after surgery, I saw the doctor, and he said to me, "You look excellent for someone who had surgery 2 weeks ago."
Wow.
And I was just so shocked that he said that because usually doctors don't say anything, and they said a lot of things. They must say, "Oh, your blood work has always been good," and and they would just tell me, "Oh, you're at the top 1% in the hospital." I'm like, what are you talking about? You know.
So to that, I'm gonna say when your base is in place, all things are well. And it's funny because your base could be your feet as well. So
Right.
when your base is in place, okay. So we're gonna have fun. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. See,
You're
I love
welcome.
the universe. You we love the universe, right? I love the universe because it puts everything in place the way it's supposed to be.
Right. I figured I said, let me come at the end of this. Let me listen to the show and talk. Oh, that's the end of the show, I guess. Yeah. Oh, I still hear you.
Yeah, we're here. So my show ends at 6. We're a little after. The next show
Right.
starts at 7. I appreciate you. Anyone else have any other questions or comments for myself or Mike or Issa? Have you listened to Issa?
I love you all, appreciate you, and
Oh,
thanks for sharing.
And
thank you.
I love your show. I like the information that you're giving out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You know,
That. And
I
I'm
think,
glad you're
like you said, everybody travels and they want to get a discount, and everybody travels.
everybody. And if they don't, they want to,
Right. You
right?
want to
If
get
they
the
don't,
best
they
deal.
You want to get the best deal. Travel more often for less money. That was my slogan when I was in the business 10
Mm.
years ago, 20. What are we in?
You
It was
need to be
2000.
going to high schools and stuff like that and get those college people to do it.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, it sounds like you have a market. Come on board. We can do this thing.
Yeah, that's what I said. Let me learn about this, how you use it, and I had
Yeah.
problems with it, and my friend Sharon, she was like, "Oh yes," so definitely. So I'm gonna call your number. Um, do you have a pen ready?
I do.
All right, 646
Mhm.
510 7884. If anybody's out there here, they can call me too. 788.
7884.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I guess we have to thank Sharon actually as well. But no, thank you for that initiative to keep coming on and keep listening in and
Right.
sharing. We know what we're here to do, and we know
Right.
when the right thing comes along to add to what we're
Right.
already doing. It's all about human nature, humanity, and building one another.
One time I wanted to be in the travel business, but what you're talking about is great.
Yeah, it's much
Mm.
better. It's much better.
Yeah, I remember they had programs before, but the way you're talking, I'm like, oh wow, this really, if I was younger, I would definitely do it.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm older than you, and I am doing it.
Well, I'm older than you, or we're the same age. I'm 64.
Oh shoot, you have me by 3 years. Wow, what can I say?
You
We
sound
sound great, right, Issa? We all sound great. But you know what? My nephew says old is the goal, right? And you hear people, oh, I don't want to tell my age. I'm so no, you're not. But old is the goal. You only have one other option. So you're either going to
Right.
or you're going to get going. So just like do the best you can do with what we're doing it with. Well, we're on that 60s roll, Mike.
Yeah, like I live in a 6-floor walk up, and it doesn't bother me. And they say,
Uh,
you don't want to move to a lower floor? I'm like, no. Yeah, I said, I'm okay.
you
I'm forced to
so you can
exercise.
eat 2 meals a week.
I said, sometime I will walk up to the roof and they'll realize it. I'm like, oh, I walked too far.
That's
So
cute.
it's a state of mind. Like people will come over my house. They say, oh, I would never come over your house again. I'm like, I don't count
Okay,
the steps when I go up. I just walk up. I'm happy I'm home.
that's
That's the way
right.
I think of it. I say, I'm happy I'm home and just walk up the steps.
Call it a day. Well, I thank you. I thank you all, everyone, for being on, for contributing. We're here. We're grown folk, and there's no end to that. As I mentioned earlier, the senior center, the senior committee is the one committee in any organization that's going to keep on growing because every child
Right.
should become a senior. I thought that was really kind of profound.
Yeah, all those seniors that have grandkids, young kids, pass your information on to be a travel agent is easy, and it would be a great opportunity for them. I think.
Absolutely. 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 Set up the young like we now
Right.
know it can benefit them. That's right.
And the
Thank
training
you
is really
all.
simple.
It is. It is. It's cool.
All right, thank
Um,
you. I don't want to hold you up.
no, I appreciate you. Brother Bay, you have any questions? Any comments? Brother Bay announced his show. Permission to speak granted.
Yeah, I was on mute.
I know.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to get the gist of it. And, my show comes on every Sunday at 5 Eastern Standard Time, 4 Central Time. But I like to start 15 minutes early. So actually it's 4:45 and and 3:45. And the name of the podcast is Knowledge is the New Power. And we talk about finances, and we also talk about statehood.
All right.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'm not sure if you met Mike. Mike was on our new show with Sharon Clement. He was on her show on Saturday, and he's a wealth of information on natural healing. People are afraid to say healing. I's not. Listen, if we can say sickness, we can say healing, right? And we can
Yeah.
combine natural with healing because we are natural beings, and we're not supposed to be sick. We're not
Yeah, I tell
supposed to
people,
have
how many
illness.
people in your family you know that's sick?
Mm.
Why don't
That's
you help them out? It's helping yourself out.
yeah, that's because what they call health care is actually sick care. There's no
Yeah.
money in healthy people, so.
No.
So we got to turn the table around. We have to educate ourselves on the simple natural stuff that was going on for thousands of years. They're trying to erase and get us to go on medicine.
When
Amen.
you say we have to turn it around, I thought about Vicky Sue Robinson. Turn the beat around, turn
As a
it
matter of
around.
fact, one of my friends, I was telling him about garlic. And he said, I'm glad you said that to me because I know a lady that lived across the hall from me, lived to 103, and she used to
Ooh.
drink garlic water every day.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
that's an old folks remedy.
Oh my gosh. That's so
Simple.
easy.
Yes.
So
And
easy.
that's what I'm trying to get out to people. Just the simple stuff. If you do that, you'll be okay.
Oh my God. It cleans antibacterial, antifungal,
Fungus, yeah.
anti-parasitic,
Builds up
everything.
your immune system, cleanse
Just
you out.
see, my goal is 128. I won't know if I don't make it, but my goal is 128. My mom's aunt lived to 123, and I'm not trying to be her. It's not competition, but I'm just
Right.
I kind of know a little something, something. So hopefully, if I do the something, something I know, I might
Hmm.
be able to make it.
I
So
tell seniors you have to exercise because that's how your body becomes stronger when you're older. If you lay around, your bones just get weaker, weaker, weaker. If you exercise, you're pushing blood around, so you're stimulating everything. When you were kids, you see kids jumping and running and stuff like that. You have to do that your whole life to stimulate your whole body.
yeah, the health man was speaking about that. I can't remember what it's called, but it's that mini trampoline.
Yeah, I used to sell that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I used to sell it. It was called the rebounder.
The rebounder to get your lymphatic system working and jumping it up.
Yeah, that's the simplest exercise you can do. The next one is get up and walk.
Sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to leave, but I must go. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm starting
Okay.
the talk. I haven't honed it in yet, but it'll be the talk after the talk. That's the show after the show. But right now, it's been a pleasure. We'll meet again. Everyone have a great every day. Thank you for coming on. Evadyne with Company. Talk worth listening to. Please come back at 7 p.m.
Okay, everybody have a great day.
with Star. Thank you.